we're going home. Oh. We are tired of trekking. No more trekking, no.
They were beautiful places, but honestly, I feel like I wouldn't go there again. It's not good weather. It was cold. This is the part of my skin that got covered with my clothes and the part that did not. I'm still regret about going to Obudu.
When she was shopping for, they come with American code. Now look at her.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. So today we're going to be talking about a trip I took recently. You want to go to Obudu Mountain Resort, then you got to keep watching this. I'm going to give you the tea like it's hot. You've seen all the beautiful Instagram posts, the TikToks about Obudu Mountain Resort, right? And you think you just want to get there and, experience the fun as well. I'm going to give you some tips and everything you need to know about Obudu Mountain Resort. So let's go. Obudu Mountain Resort is located in Cross River State. It is in the southern part of Nigeria. Now, when many people hear Obudu Mountain Resort in Cross River State, everybody thinks it's in Calabar. It's not in Calabar. It's a 10-hour drive from Calabar, which is another city in Cross River State. Obudu Mountain Resort is located in the beautiful hills of Omaliku. It's beautiful, but it is far. Coming from other parts of Nigeria, you're gonna have to get to Cross River State first, or Enugu, or some state that is closer. But if you're coming in through Calabar, it's gonna take you about anywhere from 10 hours. But if you're coming in from Enugu, it takes you anywhere from about 4 to 5 hours. Because even people from Abuja who came in, they came in through the road, and it took them the entire day to get there. But trust me, it's definitely worth the experience. The resort is actually 1,600 meters above sea level. So you get to experience sort of temperature that is somewhere between like 18 to like 23 degrees thereabouts. So it's colder than other parts of the country because it's super high up there, but it's fun. So the resort itself holds beautiful mountain views. It's also home to the different, there's like a nature reserve, there's a canopy walkway, there's also a water park and a cabin car, which doesn't work, but those views are amazing. Like, it is, being in the resort, right, is heavenly. You feel like you're close to heaven. It's quiet, it's green, it's windy. Oh gosh, take me back. It was so beautiful. Look at all this. Look at these beautiful places. It was beautiful. It was amazing. Now, outside the resort, there are also some beautiful views in the village. You have the Cataract waterfall, and then you have this pool that you can go to swim in, and there is also this beautiful view of the Cameroon border from a mountaintop where people go to pray. So it's also a beautiful experience, both in the resort and the neighboring village just outside of the resort. I mentioned earlier that getting to the resort is pretty far. So you can choose to go alone, go solo. So you take a vehicle from wherever you are, get into Cross River State, and then get a vehicle that takes you to Obudu. But from my experience, it was so much more fun going as a group. So we had this huge luxurious bus take us all the way from Calabar to Obudu. I met some really wonderful people on the trip. Beautiful experience, because you had people around, so it was fun. It was so much fun. So I'd advise, if you're going to go to Obudu, go with somebody, or you can also go, like, even if you don't know anybody, just find a group that's going to Obudu so you can have that experience. You can go with family, you can go with friends. It's definitely an experience that you need to go with somebody because it's beautiful with people. So somehow you have finally gotten to Obudu. Well, you should do this before you get to Obudu anyways. Accommodation. So there are two possibilities for accommodation. There is the mountain villa, which are those beautiful red cabin houses you get to see. And then there is the African bungalow. Now, mountain villa, those cabins, currently they cost about approximately 92,000 naira per night, and the African huts currently cost about 54,000 naira per night. I'm gonna drop a link of their website where you can get to go and check out all they have to offer. Now, I stayed in the mountain villa, those beautiful red cabins, because that's what I was available. I went with a friend, and that cabin houses about 6 people because it has 3 rooms, so 2 people can stay in the room. Beds are big enough, and you have like a common area, a living room area, a dining table with there's actually a fridge and a freezer in the house. There is a microwave. Not all the cabins have microwaves that work, just so you know, but you can always go to the next cabin to use your microwave. But you're not allowed to cook because it's wood, so I guess they're trying to be careful. And then there is a beautiful balcony area where you get to see the beautiful views that the resort has to offer. I didn't stay at the African bungalows, but those huts are also beautiful and also very well equipped with everything you need to enjoy your stay in the resort. Third on this list is the feeding aspect. Since I went with like a tour company, when we were charged for feeding as well, and we're told we're going to be fed twice a day. So we were being given breakfast and dinner. But you can always get food on the resort, because all you have to do is call the reception, or you can call like the kitchen or the restaurant area, and then they're gonna give you can place your order and your food's gonna get to you. Food is tasty, it's just pretty pricey. That's all. It's tasty but pretty pricey. At the beginning of this video, I told you that the resort is located about 1,600 meters above sea level. It's about 5,200 feet. It gets cold. It gets very cold. It's cold very early in the morning. It's cold in the evenings. Cold. Someone told me it was going to be cold, but I did not believe how cold it got. It was like 18 degrees at some point. I'm Nigerian. Please, we don't do that kind of cold. I know people will be like, oh, it's not cold, it's good weather. It's not good weather. It was cold. So if you're going to the resort, please take with you some warm clothing, take with you some sweaters, some shawls, some head caps, whatever you need, because I'm telling you, it's cold. And there's no heating in the houses, because they are cabin houses with no heating. So better be prepared for the cold. Another very important thing you need to know: power and internet connection. When you first get into the resort, you literally do not have network connection. I know I'm telling you this thing. There is no network. Now, it's not like the network does not come. It like fluctuates. It comes and it goes. And there is network, but sometimes you don't get network. So I know usually in the evenings you have network connection, but like for a few hours you might be out of internet. Just so you know, you might not be able to reach anybody. Yeah. So and then, although I know at the reception they have like this Wi-Fi that gives them internet, so if you need to do something and you don't have network connection, you can get to the reception. As for power, so here's the gist. Power comes in the night, in the evening, say like from 6 to 7, power is restored. And then before you go to bed, say about 12 o'clock, I think power goes out till the next morning. So I think in the mornings they bring you for about a few hours, and then the power goes out until evening again. So what you need to come with, you should come with a power bank so you can charge your devices, because I don't know where else you're going to get power, except you're going to go all the way to the reception, which is a very long distance walk from the cabins. So take note of that. I have to sit down for this one, because this was one of the things I regret about going to Obudu, but in the end it was worth it. See, there was a lot of walking. I didn't know that we're going to be walking so much. Look, the means of transportation that is available on the resort are motorbikes, aka Okada. Take a look at this.
This is how we're going home. Oh. We are tired of trekking. No more trekking, no.
On the first day when we got there and they were like, oh, everybody, let's go out. It's time to get our day going. We're gonna see some beautiful mountain views. We're gonna visit some beautiful places, and we're all hyped up, excited, ready to go. Ready for the day. The sun is out. And then the walking began. Initially, it was cold, right? And then as we started going, it started getting hot because the sun started coming out. So sweater off because it's officially hot again. I took off my like sweater, because it started getting a bit hot. Not hot, but it became warm. And we kept on walking and walking. We walked first for like 30 minutes, got to the first view, walked again for another 30 minutes. I mean, walking is not bad though, but if you're someone like me who does not like to walk, then I don't know how you're going to enjoy the place, because you're going to have to walk. You walk to every single place in the villa, so you walk on the resort. So we kept on walking, and I mean, I even forgot that because I was wearing covered clothes. I thought it was going to be cold the entire day. I forgot to get my sunscreen. So take a look at this. You see this? You see, this is the part of my skin that got covered with my clothes and the part that did not. I'm still recovering. Same on my neck. The same everywhere. See? You see this? I got seriously sunburned. Even on my face, but not even go there right now. But because it was a lot of walking, right? So if you're someone that doesn't like to walk, well, I don't know how you're going to do it, but if you want to go and experience these places, then be prepared to walk. Now, there are some places you cannot get to without a means of transportation. Out Lamborghinis, Okada Lambos. Some people take buses, but then remember, getting up the mountain is another journey, because you have to take it takes a special type of driver to get up the mountain. So when you even get to the resort gate at the first instance, you have to take another vehicle with people specially trained to take you up that, intestinal view of the road, that road part you always see on the internet. So it's not just everybody who drives that part. So our driver wasn't even able to come up the resort up to the mountains with us. So, and getting vehicles, I didn't know what the arrangement was, but I feel like maybe it wasn't like properly planned. So we had to use bikes, Okada. That's what we use out of the resort to go to those places that, I mentioned, those cataract waterfalls, those places that are outside of the resort. They were beautiful places, but honestly, I feel like I wouldn't go there again, because I am very clumsy when it comes to walking paths that are not straight. So it was really slopey getting down to the mouth of the waterfall. Someone even almost fell. Someone even fell and got like a bruise on her knee. But then we went to the other side where you had the pool that you could swim. Well, I tried to swim, but the water was freezing. It was freezing cold. And we ran away when we finally saw a slug. We ran out of the water. So you've made it this far. We're almost at the end of this video. Now, there are a few things I want to share with you that I got from the video that I think will make your trip a much more enjoyable experience. One, go with someone. I'm not saying you cannot do this trip alone, but it's more fun when you have some people around or somebody around that's your person, because it can get really lonely if you were alone and you don't know anybody. Of course, you can make friends, but it's good for you to go with someone. Now, the second thing is, wear warm clothing, but then take your sunblock, because it's gonna get hot in the day and you don't want to be like me that got sunburned. So get your sunblock, even though it was cold when you left, because you're gonna take off your sweater at some point and you're going to need your sunblock. Third tip, make sure you go with your power bank and make sure it's always charged at night, which is like in the evening time when there's light, because that's the time you're going to charge all your devices. So make sure you do that, because in the day you might not necessarily have access to light. So there's that. Now for the internet connection part, somehow when there is light there is internet, although it's not like when there's no light there's no internet, so you still have access to internet, but just study how it works. Yeah. Then as for feeding, well, I'm talking about feeding because food is important to me. Keep enough money for your feeding because food is pretty pricey, and the foods are usually delivered with the Okada people, which usually charge 2,000 naira per delivery. So that's something that you should also take note of, especially if you're going to be going there on a budget. The sixth thing is that be prepared to walk, because that's how you're going to enjoy having the full experience of the resort, because not everywhere has, even those mountain places I told you about, like going to the Cameroon border. Yeah, your vehicle might take you to an extent and park, but if you use a motorbike, it takes you all the way up top towards the mountain, so you would also enjoy the experience. And that's it, guys. So I hope with all of this you're better prepared for your trip to Obudu Mountain Resort. So hit me up in the comment section if you have any more questions for me to answer, or if you want to share your own experience about how your own travel to Obudu went. So see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.